Hello, just a quick one. My boys will probably come and interrupt me. We're just having a late sit down, eat together before chilling. Actually got a really early morning tomorrow because we've got dentists and everything kicking in up till the 14th of Feb. So I just wanted to ask a quick question. As a human being, as a male or female, as a single individual person, as a single individual sort of unit, sort of as you're growing up, to being a husband, to being a wife, a family, having your own family, being around your family, and how you're going to move around this thing called the planet Earth and be able to appreciate all the wonders of the world, be able to travel and see wonderful, amazing things. And lots of families build wonderful businesses that people want to go and be part of. People have amazing art and they want to, put this art somewhere in the world. People dance, they want somewhere to be able to dance. People skate, they want to be able to skate. People skateboard, they want to be able to skateboard. People scooter, they want to be able to scooter. People want to ride electric scooters. People want to appreciate cars. People want to appreciate homes. People want to value their home. People want to make a house a home. People want their own land. People want to graze their own land. People want to know how to work their own lands. People want to know how to be a family and part of a community. But Great Britain, as in England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, doesn't have, like America does, which is the Constitution. We don't have one written thing, really. We have human rights that's attached to the United Nations. We have, or is that EU? Is it the EU that wrote the United Nations or wrote I can't think now if it was United Nations or EU that wrote it. The Constitution, obviously, as you know, is it not Franklin, is it? It was, I can't think who bloody wrote it now. It's gone right out my freaking head. I can imagine him sitting there on his doodah and Winston Churchill, I can't think now. Winston Churchill, I can't think who wrote the fucking Constitution now. But here in Great Britain, we don't actually have one, which is why we're so dependent on statute laws and courts to ascertain and detain people based on suspicion, based on opinions, based on subjections, based on external attributions, internal attributions, and all these things that cast as psychology. So there's always an ology, sociology. I met a boy today, or not a boy, he's at university up on the roof while I was doing my dancing and the kids were riding their bikes, and he had a skateboard and he's doing geography. And I said, I actually realised what geography was only a couple of years ago. And I said, and I'm 43 driving down the road, realising that crossing thing was this map of obviously Great Britain, and when we were looking for all the BYs and everything, but as a driver, the reality of it just hit me as an adult. When I was at school and they were teaching geography, but that's something that a father can teach with a compass and taking his kids out tracking, and parents going out in their cars and being able to travel around and getting caravans and being able to know the difference between the north and the south and the east and west, and going off to Cornwall, which used to be a hidden space for all the rich and the thing, and it's not so much now. Surfers have taken over and it's become something else, but a dream, they say in America, live for your dreams. But here in the UK, we don't really have that. We've built from inside, and we've got these things that have come out and continued, and it's like, so we've got what's called this fragmentedness of a version of us, of human beings. So if you're an investor, you'll separate your finances into sort of 6 buckets if you go with the millionaire mindset or whatever. And it's like your education fund, your play fund, your things like this. So the difference between something that's a financial drain or something that's a financial gain. And it's like, it's all the same thing, and it's meant to be a wheel of balance. And being it our family life, be it our, even actually ourselves, putting ourselves first. And I mean literally putting yourself first in a way, so you are present and there for everybody else around you. How do you expect your husband to know who you are if you're just being a mum? How do you expect your children to know who you are if you're only being the cleaner? How do you expect your community to know who you are if you're always stressed? How do you expect the people in your surrounding areas or the environment that you choose to be in, be it that you're a fisherman and you like to be at the sea, but not every fisherman wants to sit next to other fishermen because of course they want to get their catch. So it's a very individual and private thing that people do within their own space and their own community. So how far would you have two fishermen away from each other? Well, it's a bit of a mutual self-respect because there isn't really a law, but there's a common principle that people are fishermen that join memberships and groups and things like this where they can find to some form of consensus and sign a contract of expectations. Contract of expectations is what it is about with social services, about with the court, that we expect you to appease to these particular standards and laws, be it that you've got contact with a child and a judge or a social worker would turn around and say something that to me is very just standard practice because I have standards, and that would be no drugs, no alcohol, no knives, no fence. Go to the airport, exactly the same. Parliament gates, all these different spaces and places that we can move around that are there for the people. They're there and owned by the people, for the people, property of the people. But how do we govern, including picking up the litter, if the people don't take responsibility of the trash that they throw around? And who is it expected, even if we do politely put it in the bin, then who would be the person that's got to come around and take those bins, because they just overflow, not with goodness and nutrients, but with trash and shit. It's not going to help our parks with what spills out of the bins. We're not going to be resoiling this stuff back in, so eventually it's going to overflow and damage, and things are going to start like what I'm cooking right now. So what I'm basically trying to say is, don't be an under-educated fool. April's Fool's Day and all of these things that exist around us don't live to these days. The Lord blessed us with seasons for a reason, and not every country lives to 4 seasons. And I think people forget this, that some people don't get snow. Some people just live in pure sunshine. Some people, it's snowy 24/7 a days a week. And our world, in fact, let me just grab something, because this is really fucking important. Boys, have you got your map out? Have you got the map out a minute? Can I just show something on the game you're playing? Have we got enough light in here? The boys are playing a game at the moment, right? It's called Ocean Traders, right? So this is divided up into Africa, which is actually the biggest island, is Africa. Look at this properly, right? Look at this map properly.
It's here.
Whose is that one down there?
Kangaroo.
That one is classed as, and it was called Auckland, right? So what we know to be called Australia was called Auckland. And this is Africa, right? This is Great Britain here. And then this is Europe, and this is Asia, right? Then we've got North America and South America. But where's Russia? Well, I don't know. What is this down here? So what I'm basically saying is San Francisco here was cotton, sugar and tobacco. New York, 40 quid, was cotton, oil, cereals, tobacco, livestock, sugar. West Indies was tobacco, bananas, sugar, cocoa beans, coffee, oranges. Oh, don't get addicted to sugar. Rio, coffee, cotius, I don't actually know what that is. Rice, cocoa, beans, timber and sugar. What else have we got down here? Can I just read these ones? What's this one? So down here, we've got Cape Town, which was really expensive, which was cereals, Oreo, war, sugar and orange. Could you boys just put the ships for me where it was that you were allowed to dock to get things? Canaries was banana. Are they still letting me film? Yeah. Bananas, wine, dates, sugar, oranges. What's this one up the top, Shiloh? Oh, we've just dropped what was the original trade. So this is a 50. Oh, who's the banker? Who's the Citibank? Who's the banker then? Who's going to be the banker? I'll be the banker. Right, I got 500s here. I'm the banker. I'm the banker. That's a thief. If you ain't the banker, mate, then you's a thief. Nah. Now we got to try and have some form of balance between what's mine and what's yours. Go on, you be the banker then. You be the banker and you look after the money. Don't be a thief. Don't be a thief. Are you being a pirate now, are you? You don't steal. You don't steal. You don't steal. No stealing, because we'll have to have some courts of the lands. No stealing now. So anyway, before my son gets really silly, let me finish. Showing everybody what you're doing. Showing people you messing around now. Let me finish. I wouldn't hurt my hand, mate. I really wouldn't hurt my hand. I wouldn't hurt my hands. I wouldn't. Right, let me finish you. Right, so here we've got Shanghai, China tea, cotton, cereal, rice, slice and timber. Bombay, spice tea, sugar, cotton, Oreo. I don't know what Oreo is. I need to Google it. Tobacco. Nepalese was Oreo, cotton,
I got the red money.
Oranges, wine and tobacco. So that's where wine originally came from. Naples, I think. Canaries was banana, wine, dates, sugar, oranges. Suki was dates. Madagascar was coffee, sugar, rice and tobacco. Cape Town, cereal, Oreo, wool, sugar and oranges. And then whatever this place is down here, Firemantle was cereal and wool. And then what was classed as Australia, which was what's it classed as? Auckland. Oh, so that would be the main thing, the main bases, because obviously they wouldn't have. Was timber. So basically, don't forget in the Bible, they said that we were cursed and we were all separated by language. So in here, it's about prospects, yeah? So on the back of this, if carrying food, your cargo will perish if you do not port at the end next turn. Be careful. And then obviously we can trade, right? Be careful, you two. Can you calm it down? So we can trade cotton. We can trade oranges. We can trade bananas. We can trade sugar. We can trade tea.
No!
You take them back. Okay, you do that. And then obviously we then get things like comprehensive. I need glasses, guys. I really need glasses. I can't even see it myself through this. Can anyone read that for me and say it out loud? That'd be nice. Comprehensive insurance policy, 500. And then obviously we go to comprehensive insurance policies. And this is obviously ship's office, right?
Let me put them back.
Okay, well, no, put them neatly in here.
Put them in there.
Okay, I'll help you, but you cannot speak like that. And then obviously it goes into share certificates. So this is 100 share certificates, which is 1,000 on this. Yep, put them back in. Put all these in. All the money, all the exchange, all the bits. Where's the ships? Where's all the ships? Because I just wanted to put... Have we lost the ships already?
No.
Please don't tell me we've lost the ships already.
No. But there's only one.
We can't have lost the ships already. No.
One.
There's no way. We've got more ships. Just now, can you just show us, Elijah, what you said about these lines, what you call these lines. What do you call these lines on here, Elijah?
Oh, we got 2 ships.
I will sit and put it all back properly in a minute.
3 ships.
I will sit back and put it all back properly.
We got the 3 ships.
Right. I'm going to sit and put all of these back properly. I've got a very different set of people sitting here than I usually see. So they're not used to me or know why I come in or what I do. But I'm going to leave all of this with you.